Hi everyone who's out there. Thank you for joining our broadcast. My name is Ranger Bailey and we have got quite a bit going on this May. So right before I get into everything going on, I just want to let you know that if you have any questions, you can put them in the comments down below and we will try to answer them. If we don't get to it, do not worry. We will try to answer everything even after the broadcast is done. So I'm just gonna jump on into it. So we've got a lot of special events this month. Starting on May 6th through the 7th, we've got Wildflower Weekend. That is this weekend coming up. If you're interested in wildflowers or you're just around in the area and need something to do on the weekend, we have so much going on. So we've got a little bit for everybody.
We're having some technical difficulties, Bailey.
We've got some difficulties going on in the background if I'm still live.
One sec. Oh,
we're all good?
We're still good.
Okay,
We're still good.
I've been informed we're all good. So just in case you missed that, I'm going on about special events right now for May. And this weekend is Wildflower Weekend. So if you are interested in wildflowers or you're in the area and need something to do, there is a ton of programs going on, walks and different things. So if you need to spend some time out and about, this is the place to do it. Next up, we've got Drawing to See, Tools for Discovery for the for Shenandoah National Park. It is hosted by the Shenandoah National Park Association on May 17th. It is an art class, but you need to reserve seats and there's limited seating. So if you're interested in that, it sounds like something you'd want to do, you can check our Facebook page. We just shared Shenandoah National Park Association's post. You can check Shenandoah National Park Association's Facebook page or their website and get those seats before they're out. And last, for the special events, we've got Kids to Park Day on May 20th. It's a day where we encourage families and their kids to go out and see all of the public lands in their area. So if you do want to, you can join us in Shenandoah National Park for that. Next up, we've got openings. So May 5th, we have a lot of openings coming up May 5th, and that's tomorrow on Friday. So tomorrow, Elk Wallow Wayside Food and Beverage is going to be opening. The Loft Mountain Camp Store, showers, and the laundry room. Skyland Stables opens, as well as, and this is the big one, reservations for Big Meadows, Dundo, Loft Mountain, and Matthews Arm campgrounds. All of those campgrounds reservations are opening up tomorrow. So if you are interested in camping ASAP, you definitely need to start looking. Let's see. Also, we have some big updates and some reminders. As a reminder, the gas station at Big Meadows is still closed for renovations. So if you're planning a trip out to the park or just coming in for a little bit of time, please make sure that you have your gas tanks full before you come in. Thornton Gap still has one lane open at the entrance station. So if you're entering the park via Thornton Gap and you see there's a ton of traffic, just know that's because we have that one lane. Also, this year, Big Meadows Campgrounds is doing reservations only. Now, if you're confused on how to reserve something, please go to our website, go to campgrounds, and go to Big Meadows Campgrounds. There is a lot of information on there on how to reserve your spot. Also, if you ever want to know if there's any first come, first served camping spots available, we actually have an alert system for that. All you have to do is text, all in one word, all in caps, SHENCAMP, SHENCAMP to 888-777. That's 3 8s and 3 7s. SHENCAMP to 888-777. And if you have any more questions, of course you can leave them in the comments, but all of this information's on the web as well, either on our Facebook or our website. And I think that's about all I have to give you information-wise. So I'm going to invite Ranger Madison and our special guests over to talk a little bit more about Wildflower Weekend. Thank you, Bailey.
Bailey, you did so good. I'm so excited we've got a new person on camera. You did great. Okay, so with us today is Ranger Margo.
Hello.
And Ranger Karl.
Howdy.
We look okay in the frame, Melissa?
Yeah, you got it.
Perfect. All right. So thank you guys so much for being here. I know you guys have both had a pretty big hand in getting the festivities for this weekend in order. If you don't already know, this weekend is Wildflower Weekend. It is our 37th annual one. Yes. We've been doing this for a while now, and there are events happening all over the place, so I'm pretty excited about it. But can you tell us a little bit about what we can expect this weekend, Karl?
Absolutely. So yes, this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, we're going to be seeing a lot of programs, all completely free to join for the public. We have 17 programs in total between the 2 days, and those programs, while some of it is led by park staff, park naturalists, interpretive rangers as well, a lot of it is actually all guest naturalists, so volunteer naturalists. Many of them are certified Virginia state naturalists, so they know their stuff. We have everything from wildflower walks to bird viewing walks in the mornings, and even some art programs. So a great way to get out into nature, not only see some of the wildflowers that we know and love, but also maybe be able to journal and photograph and draw some of your favorites.
And speaking of art, that ties into what you're up to, Margo, isn't it?
Yes, so we have once again had our annual youth art contest where students throughout all of Virginia this year, from K through 12, could submit online their wildflower art. So we had over 110 applicants this year with online submissions, and during Wildflower Weekend, we will once again be hosting our in-person live winners ceremony. So all of our winners, there were 3 from each age category, so 12 winners in total, and 1 will be announced as the best in show during our winners ceremony. So if you're up at the Big Meadows area, you can pop into the auditorium at 12:30 on Saturday to join for that winners ceremony, celebrate these incredible young artists, and recognize all of our entrants as they did a really incredible job this year.
There was some really incredible art. I'm very excited to see who created what, so I feel like that's going to be awesome to have. And then we're going to display their artwork as well, so you can get a good look at it and see kind of what things the young artists put together. Yeah, it's very exciting. All right, well, back to Wildflower Weekend.
Yes.
We've been seeing wildflowers blooming for, the last month and some change now, but it is officially the time for the weekend. So what can we be expecting? How's it going to look this weekend? We just had this awkward cold snap, so it's a bit chilly up here right now, but...
Well, I'm optimistic for this weekend. So yes, a lot of our flowers came a little bit on the earlier side this year because it had been so warm. I mean, what was it? Last week we were in like the 70s, 80s
Oh, it was gorgeous.
on the mountain for a few days. So we got a lot of that spring activity early, and then we had that big rain last Friday. Now it feels like we're plunged back into winter, including snow on the mountain yesterday. But going into this weekend, we're seeing that it's going to be up in the mid to high 60s. It's going to be back and beautiful, and we're only going to be partially cloudy, which I've been told by anybody who photographs wildflowers, that is the ideal lighting for photographing any of the wildflowers. But yeah, so it's supposed to be nice, warming up. Not a high chance of precipitation, so it'll be a beautiful time of year to get out on a guided walk.
Ah, perfect. And there's some really good ones this year.
Yes.
I've seen the schedule. I see that Mara is going to do one. I'm excited for her.
Yeah.
Well, I've got a little bit of a game for you two.
Okay.
If you're up for it.
Sure.
I have some cards with some wildflowers on them of things that you, the visitor, might be seeing on your recent journey up here. And so what we're going to do is I'm going to hand you a card. You're going to hold it against your flat hat as best as you can.
Oh, then absolutely.
And then the other ranger is going to describe it to you. And as soon as you can guess it, go ahead and guess it.
So are we trying to make each other guess it or stump each other?
Oh, you're trying to...
It looks like a flower.
This is a team activity.
Picture leaves, petals, it smells good.
And this is why I asked.
This is a team activity for you two. You work together.
Okay.
Team bonding.
Yes. Like you need more bonding. All right, let me get this from you, Bailey. And don't look. Don't look. All right, who would like to go first?
Apparently me.
Congratulations, Margo. Here's your flower. Show it to our audience.
Okay. So picture this. It has, the majority of them have 4 petals. Going to be like a pastel-y blue with yellow in towards the center. You see these growing in clumps, especially. I think for this one,
Do you have it?
I think so, but I want to. Is it forest and meadow? Mostly forest?
this one, oh no.
Is it a bluet?
I want.
It is a blue
Okay,
Margo!
yes. I'm like,
Congratulations!
because there's some bluets
Bailey,
in the
can I
meadow
have the
right
close-up
now.
of
Yeah.
the bluet?
Yeah.
There's some in the forest as well.
Oh, perfect.
Yes, they are indeed bluets. Would you like to hold the close-up so that you can see it? You can see that they grow in these lovely clusters together. But here's a good up-close single version of one. I know a lot of times when we show you photos of wildflowers, we do give you kind of this up close and personal. So this is kind of what you will see along the trail. They bloom between April and June. They're about 3.9 inches, this flower size, so that's super blown up
Very
for that. And they're only about 2 to 6 inches tall, the plants in total. And you can find them in open woods, stream sides, and fields.
They're one of the most common flowers you're going to see this time of year. They blanket the forest and the meadow, so really,
Including
really cool.
on some of the most popular trails
Yep.
that we've been on lately, as well as trails that some of the hike leaders will be going out on.
So I'm sure you'll get
Yeah.
very, maybe not sick and tired of them, but you'll see a few.
Oh.
Never get sick and tired.
Never sick
Never
and
get
tired.
sick and tired of bluets. How could we? They're
Yeah,
gorgeous.
Absolutely.
I'll hand those off to you. Thank you. All right. Now let me pick another one. Let me pick a good one for Karl.
Jeez.
All right.
Sunflower.
Excellent, you got it.
Perfect.
all right.
Done.
So we're thinking
I'll make sure they can see it.
bluish, purplish. It's got 4 bigger petals and then one long piece coming down. It's very veiny, white in the middle.
On that
Think,
On that bottom tongue has
yeah,
stripes.
so think Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, who ate too much food.
Violet Beauregard. Okay, you said bluish purple? Marsh violet.
Exactly. Oh my goodness.
Okay.
I would have gone with common blue, but yes, we actually have at least 16 species of violet here in our
The
park.
long piece.
So
Yep.
this is our marsh blue violet, and so you can tell it's a bit more, it has that longer tongue and it has a long stem. So what you'll see all over the place, basically everywhere, they are all over our feet right now, are common blue violets. They are a little closer to the ground, and more of that, I know that purpley. But the marsh blue violet will bloom April to June. The flowers roughly a little smaller than an inch, and they are between 5 inches and 10 inches tall, found in wet meadows, springs, and bogs.
Cool thing about them, and I touch on this in my program this weekend, but the stripes on that tongue is actually used kind of like a landing strip for pollinators. So when they're flying above, they see those guiding lines in towards the nectar.
Yeah. So marsh blue violet.
I don't know if you want facts, but I'm gonna spit 'em.
Does anybody not want Karl to tell us wildflower facts?
Between
No?
the three
Okay,
of us.
great.
I didn't hear much.
Between the 3 of us. Yeah.
All right, Margo, let's get you a good one.
Ah,
It's like the perfect little shelf for.
It is.
okay. So going out, we'll start with the petals. So it's kind of a pinkish purple.
Wild pink.
Not wild pink.
Yeah.
Distinct veins on those petals. There's kind of big, rounded, lobed petals, and then they have these long stalks. The stamen. Yeah, long stamens with the seed bundle or the bundle at the end.
Geranium.
Correct.
I don't know what kind.
You've done excellent. This one specifically is a
Wild
wild
geranium.
geranium, as
Awesome.
we have, and then also Bailey has another up close photo. If I could get you to hold that, thank you. So wild geranium, again, blooming April to June. The plant size in total is about 8 inches to 1.5 feet. It could be kind of bigger. You'll find these along woods, shady roadsides. I know I saw one on my way into work this morning. So you kind of just find these along the edges here, and they're these beautiful kind of little pops of pink, just little stems sticking up. So keep an eye out for these ones. You seen any wild geraniums recently?
Quite a few, yeah. This is one of our earlier ones, so pretty common throughout the park, as Madison was saying.
Excellent.
Next.
Thank you. For you. Thank you very much. All right. Ooh, yeah, you know.
Doing all right.
You're doing amazing. All right. Get your hands on that one.
Does he need to bend down to
Is he still in the frame?
Somehow.
All right. Picture this.
Okay,
You're a small insect
I am.
flying through, and you smell what might smell gross to other people or animals,
So
but
I'm-
you smell a tasty smell to you.
I've landed in my laundry.
And you go into the male flower.
Okay.
You go into the male flower, and you pick up some pollen, and then you go into the female flower, and then you're stuck. Super deep cup.
Okay.
Think a guy.
Kind of like a pitcher plant
Yep,
shape.
a guy.
I know Jack.
Yeah.
He's on his pulpit. That's Jack in the pulpit.
Correct.
Yes.
This is Jack in the Pulpit. Ta-da! Well done. That was excellent. Shoot, can I just let you talk
That
about
was
Jack
a-
in the Pulpit?
That was a
Sorry.
full story. There was like a story arc in there.
Yeah.
I know.
Wow.
I love it.
Wanted to get you using your senses, get
I'm
you in
immersed.
the zone.
I'm immersed in the pulpit.
Well, as Margo said, they use a very strong odor to draw in their insects. So that's how they get you. So you might smell a Jack in the Pulpit before you technically see it. But they are part of the hooded leaf arum family, and their above ground portion is poisonous if eaten. So maybe just that's a fun fact to know.
Leave Jack alone.
Yeah, leave Jack alone. But they are, you can find them in moist woods and bogs. I've seen them kind of back in that wooded piece of the meadow, back kind of hiding in there. So you might see these if you're in a moist bog.
Yeah, I haven't seen any yet. Again, it's been a pretty dry winter and spring aside from last week. But hopefully come this weekend we'll have some opening up.
These ones bloom a little bit later than the other ones I've shown you. These ones bloom between May and July, so it's still a little early for them, but very distinctive.
But if you come up and don't find any, you can stake out where you think you might find them and then come back.
It's always a good plan. All right, here we go. The nice wide one for you.
Ooh. All right, you painted a picture, I'll paint one for you. So, you're at an overlook, rocky outcropping. Maybe you're at the top of Stony Man, who knows? You're looking out over the valley, beautiful view. You have some nice rolling hills there, and then you look down at your feet. Oh my, you almost stepped on it. There's a big bundle of vibrantly pink, small petaled flowers in a big old clump. And you see these on quite a few of the rocky outcroppings. Again, don't grow very big, but it's gonna almost look like a small shrub.
Is it phlox?
It is
Yes.
a kind of phlox. Yay! And Bailey's coming up with our
I
with
feel
our
like
other
I'm winning a prize.
No, you're
every
fine.
time I get it right. This is so exciting.
Wildflowers are exciting.
They are.
They are. It is like a little prize. So this is moss phlox, and this is a really good example to show you our up close one versus how you'll see it kind of in the wild. So as Karl was saying, it's along this kind of rocky outcrop. I feel like this is an old rag, but that kind of rocky area. And then this is what it looks like up close and personal. So it's 5 petals, kind of some darker coloration in the middle, and then a little yellow dot. So this is how you'll see it out and about. And here's what it looks like up close. And these bloom from May to August. Rocky slopes, sandy soil, and they may be pink, violet, or white. So keep an eye out for the multiple colors. Thank you, Bailey. All right, last one. And I know you're gonna nail this one.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
All right.
If you're excited, I'm excited.
Think 3s. Tricycle, triangle. It turns pink when it ages.
Uh-huh.
threes.
I'm stumped. What could it
What
be?
could
It's
it
white, and then it turns pink when it ages.
So this must be a trillium.
It
a
is.
large-leafed trillium. Yes. Oh boy.
Yes, it is.
Oh boy.
That one was a tough one.
Shocking.
I figured I'd throw you an easy one.
Thanks.
So as Margo said, yes, this is a large leaf trillium. They start out white like this, and then as they age, they turn into more of a pink. So I'm seeing more of the fading pink ones out and about because we started a little bit earlier and warmer, because they normally go between April and June on rich woods and slopes. Where else could you find some trillium? Where else are we seeing trillium right now, y'all?
I
Honestly,
have
quite a few
mostly been
places.
seeing.
Oh, Rapidan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've
Down
mostly been
Rapid.
seeing them kind of those mid-range elevations. So, that, like, coming up, you still have a chance of seeing those nice bright ones, bright white ones at higher elevations where they just start to be coming out. Because I haven't seen any around these upper elevations yet, but mid-range elevations is kind of where
I
I've
mean,
mostly been seeing them.
even a lot of our more popular common hikes, people have been saying along Upper Hawksbill parking area, Dark Hollow Falls down near the falls, there's been sightings. So they really are, I mean, they're generalists. They can grow just about anywhere, but a nice mature woodland, open woodland is going to be a prime habitat.
Where else can you see them, Ranger Karl?
Where else?
I'm like, you mean the one I see every day? In our bookstores, that is actually on the logo for the Shenandoah National Park Association. So you see them on some shirts and our logos.
I personally think of trillium as kind of our showiest flower. So
Yes.
some of the other ones that you'll see out in the woods are awfully small, but these ones, the flower size themselves are between 2 and 4 inches. So that's more, you could possibly miss some of our smaller flowers. You're not going to miss a trillium. So, great ones to have around Shen. Very, very, very characteristic. Festive of
Yes.
Wildflower Weekend. Well, thank you guys so much
Yeah.
for playing. Y'all absolutely killed it. This was so
I
much
was very
fun.
nervous.
I know.
It's what I've been training for.
That's true.
You've been-
all
you've
of
been-
all of our prep for our Wildflower Weekend walks.
I know.
Coming in handy.
How have we been getting any comments, Alyssa?
So we've had a couple of questions, but I think that our friends in the office have been answering a couple of them because we had a question about the Wildflower Weekend schedule. We got that covered.
Yep,
but
you
if
can see.
wanna-
Oh, yeah, I should have told you guys where you can see all of the information for Wildflower Weekend. It is on our website, and then it'll also, if you go to go.mps.gov/Wildflower Weekend, that's our landing page for all things related to this weekend. It has information about our speakers, the events that are happening, the times, the whole schedule. So if you're looking for information, it is all on our website.
And when you come for the weekend at entrance stations and visitor centers, we have a number of brochures with the schedules as well that'll be handed out.
And I believe if you're wanting to catch the youth art contest and celebrate all of our amazing artists, that will be recorded as well.
Yep.
And so that art will be available to view. The winning art will be available to view on the website after the weekend.
Yep.
Great.
Once we get that together. Yep. All right. Well, I think we covered just about everything that we can. I hope you guys are so excited for this weekend. I know I am.
Absolutely, we are.
I'm stoked for
Thank you.
warmer weather.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah. Please be warm again. Well, thank you guys so much, and hopefully we'll see you this weekend.
Thank you.